When a female narcissist comes to therapy, they're normally looking for someone to validate them. So if you've ever wondered how they show up, keep watching. I'll give you 3 takeaways. I know that I'm going to see a victim. Here comes the tears. Here comes the drama. And from the outside, it might look like she's truly being genuine and vulnerable.
If she is crying, she is lying.
I said what I said.
She might even cry at first, become very animated and expressive. But as a therapist, I start to notice some patterns. Start to notice that she weaponizes her emotions. Her tears are not always about pain. They're more about power. And whenever I push for accountability, the waterworks begin. She reframes the entire narrative. She's the one who's always misunderstood, always the one who gave too much, and somehow everyone else has failed her, including her partner, her parents, her kids, even the therapist. She uses the session to dominate, not to grow. Instead of reflection, she's blaming. Instead of accountability, she's deflecting. And if you challenge her, then you become the enemy and she never comes to therapy again. So therapy becomes a stage. And if you're not a discerning clinician, you might miss the fact that what you're watching isn't healing, it's image management.
Listen up, and there are lots of therapists that aren't discerning. There are lots of therapists who just sides with the woman, who just say, oh girl, yeah, women's rights, who have such a hatred towards men. When the client comes there to pour out, oh, he's this and he's that, they just listen and say, all these men are
feminists. Lies.
That's why I say, yes, it's important to get therapy, but it's even more important to have the right therapist. The therapist who's going to call you out for your BS and look past your tears. Because as I said, if she crying, she lying. I stand 10 toes down on that. I experienced that firsthand. My OG subscribers, you know what I'm talking about. We'll stand there and bawl tears longer than River Nile. It's just to dodge accountability. It's just to move the goalposts. It's in hopes that, oh, well, maybe if I cry, then we can change the topic and they'll feel bad for me. But you know us, no, cry if you must, but we're going to address the point at hand.
Oh my God.
And to her point though, a lot of these women, they'll come and act as though, oh, I'm just this holier thou, and it's the baby daddy that neglected us, neglected the family. He's not a great dad because he don't want her. Yeah, as I said, we can see through their BS. We point and laugh, and men,
Get to the chopper.
Let me start off by saying not all men, because y'all know how y'all like to get in the comments. But ladies, when you and that man decide to go y'all separate ways, I don't care how great of a dad he was when he was with you. Just know that your child will not be his priority anymore. It won't. I don't care. He could have been the best dad when y'all was together and, did everything he was supposed to do. But once that man move out that house and y'all decide to go y'all separate ways, your child is not a priority anymore. Especially if they dealing with somebody that got kids, you can forget it. You can forget it. It's over. Like, you're not going to get, and I'm not saying, again, not all men, but most men, when they disconnect from that mom, that child is not the first priority anymore.
Nah, she told on herself when she mentioned that he's dating somebody else. It's giving bitter baby mama. It's giving bitter baby mama. It's giving that the man does not want her. He just wants a relationship with his child. And a lot of times what these women will do to gaslight is attach the love the man has for the child to the mom. So a lot of time you'll hear them say, oh, if he don't love the mom, then he can't love his child. And it's like, no, you can separate the two, because the mom can be a bitter demon from hell, a narcissistic demon, and the child can be his loving offspring. Like, you can separate the two, but a lot of them, because these men don't want them, they think if I was to have a child for him, then he would stay, then he will choose me, he would pick me. And when he's like, nah, and then he go find somebody else. Was he go find somebody else that looks better than her? Oh my gosh, like his new girlfriend look better than her. Yeah, they get triggered and they get upset, and then that's when they call him a deadbeat dad, and that's when they say, oh, his kid is not a priority because he don't want her. He wants the child, but he don't want her. But you see, Those of us with common sense can see through their BS, and we continue to call it up because you see they push this narrative from their high horse. They're like, oh, I am a great mom. I'm a great mom, and my child comes first, and the dad is a deadbeat, and single mom, and mom and dad, and on Father's Day they celebrate themselves. But those of us with common sense can see through their bull. We can see through their gaslighting.
Man, this is some bullshit.
I think black women are the most disrespected. Of all black women. And yes, they agree, but to them, the ratchetness is on such full display, they are embarrassed by it. You understand? They're embarrassed. And as a result, the behavior that many of you all demonstrate has really come against you all, because your men do not want to be a part of your lives. They don't want to settle down with you. They don't want to marry you. Okay, they don't think you're worthy. So what they do, they come into your life and tell you, hey, I don't want to be in a relationship, but we could be friends. All right? That's not how men are. But yet and still, they will leave you, find themselves a quality woman, and go marry her. You understand what I'm trying to say? It's not good what has happened to the black woman, because your men do not see you guys worthy. They look down upon y'all. They're embarrassed of you all.
I mean, I don't understand her main focus on the video. Is she encouraging black women to be better so men can stop being embarrassed? Or is she encouraging men to overlook those traits that she described? But I noticed that she had mentioned that, especially the good quality men, and then the next sentence she mentioned that, oh, they'll get you pregnant and leave. Those aren't the good quality men. Y'all always be bringing your dusty baby daddies in these conversations.
Oh my God.
Always using their dusty baby daddies as the example when we're having these conversations. We're not talking about your dusty baby daddies. And somebody in the comment was like, oh, I never hold men accountable. I never talk about the trash men, the dusty men. Why would I talk about something that I'm not, like, I don't want. I don't associate myself with those dusties. I cannot relate, sis. I cannot relate with your dusty baby daddy. Right? All I can do is talk about my personal experience, how I became better at dating and relationship, and encourage young women to not make my mistake. I cannot relate to what it's like being with one of your dusty baby daddies. I can't talk on that.
The ghetto.
But I know when they come with those things, it's just their attempt to move the goalposts, to deflect, to avoid the point at hand. Because if I'm saying, hey ladies, we're too masculine, we're too aggressive, we're too argumentative, let's wear our real hair, let's wear our real lashes, let's be fit, feminine, friendly for men, and then you're gonna come and talk about, oh well, these men are dusties, these men. I cannot help you there. I cannot help you. That is not the topic at hand. But again, in their effort to deflect, because of their narcissism is preventing them from taking accountability, from looking in the mirror and doing the necessary work to get better. Because if your narcissism is telling you that you are all sugar and spice and everything nice and you do not need to do anything, you do not need to change anything about your life, you are not going to be open to constructive criticism. You're not going to be open to pointers on how to self-improve, on feedback. No. But this is why I said we do not debate, we do not argue, we point and laugh, and men,
Get to the chopper!
because you can't work with somebody. You can't have a community. You can't build a community if one side is saying, "Oh, I'm perfect. I don't have to change. I don't." It's all men wanting to point the blame to men. Like the lady in the last video we watched, like she can list all these things about black women, but I didn't hear her encourage black women to change it. Y'all leave your thoughts in the comment. But to me, she was leaning more towards telling men to settle for these women.
We will not have it.
But anyways, y'all, go watch the next video that pop up on the screen. Remember, we do not debate, we do not argue, we point and laugh, because the Bible said, protect your peace. So save yourselves, black men. I will see you guys in the next one. Take care, y'all.